Whew. So crossing this threshold, I'm so glad that you're allowing yourself to revisit this in a very real way, and I'm so touched that you're still in that ability to connect with this part of you. That's kind of the beauty of a photograph, isn't it? It kind of is like a place marker that you can go back to and continue to heal. So, as we began the actual shoot, which we've just kind of showed some of the images from, what were you hoping to discover about you?
Hmm. What I was hoping to discover was exactly that. What's inside? Just like who is that Monica inside that wants to come out and play with the world? Just, without all of the restrictions, without the judgment. Like if I could, just be me and not have to worry about my own self-judgment and the judgment of all of those around me, what would that look like? Right? It's just,
That's such a powerful question. What would that look like? And do you feel like we captured that?
oh, 100%. Many times on many different levels.
Yeah. So, I've got some really good questions here. Um, and I want to bring up another image. So, just let me muck around here for a second. Okay. So, the first part of your journey was exploring a bit of, tough Monica in her suspenders and her muscle shirt and her jeans, and then we moved into a very feminine connection, and you changed your wardrobe, and we got into the water. I'm gonna share this image because this is so incredible, and I'd love you to tell me what you're feeling in this moment. What's happening here?
Well, here I connect to a part of myself that I haven't allowed really to connect to. Um, that deep, soft, feminine side, because I've always felt like I needed to hide that. Um, and she's exquisite, she's soft and beautiful and goddess-like.
Just a little, just a tad. I mean, it's like you've risen from this watery realm. The morning light. What are you feeling?
There was a part of me that was, I think in when I look at that, there was, between the last photo and this photo, there was a letting go and bringing in
Yeah.
that was really happening, right? To let go of that thought that I can't, that I can't go to this place and be safe. It was,
What were you most afraid of?
I think I've always just been afraid of being seen as beautiful.
Wow. How do you
Like,
see
like
yourself?
I had to choose, and being beautiful wasn't safe.
Yeah, because you're kind of ugly. Look at you. Far out. Exquisite. I mean, look at you. Can you take in? Can you receive her completely? Have you?
I don't know if I have completely, but I'm sure doing my best. Because I come back to that day often.
So this next image, I have to warn everybody, it's my favorite image of the day, and I have many favorites, but this one, there's something about this one that blows the top of my head off, blows my heart open, and I wouldn't want to mess with this Monica. She is not only beautiful, but she is powerful. I am at a loss for words. That expression. How do you feel looking back at her? What did you discover about yourself when she showed up?
Well, this is where this was the game changer. This is when things changed, was in this moment.
Yeah.
When I totally just allowed myself to just completely be immersed in that place and feel every little bit of who and what I am. And there she was. She just came out.
Yep, she popped out. She just popped out. Oh my goodness. So this is this unfurling process, and we'd been down here now for what, 90 minutes? And I think we left to arrive for 5 p.m. I think we were down here by 5 a.m. a.m. So we were ready to come back, have a coffee, have some breakfast, transition, and then get ready to do some work in the studio. Because why not? And so in the studio, you continue to unfurl in a completely different environment that was more controlled in terms of lighting and whatnot. So I'm going to bring up one of those images where. Explain to me what it was, because I know, but I want to hear it in your words, what you wanted to connect with within yourself.
My sensuality, which was extremely hard for me, especially on this level. Yeah, it was again just knowing that I was this, beautiful woman that was sensual was not something that I had allowed myself to see or feel before.
What did you discover about your sexuality in this part of your journey?
Being a sensual, beautiful woman is extraordinary. And it's okay to go to those places. That doesn't have to feel wrong.
What are you feeling right now?
Well, right now I was feeling that I kind of miss her.
She's still there. She's always there. Look into those eyes. You find her. How you going?
Good.
So, I know we've looked at a number of pictures, and I just kind of want to ask you this question. At what point did you decide to relax and trust and enjoy this process of being witnessed in a sacred way?
I would say probably with the photo that you have up is probably after we kind of like really went into that sensuality, and then you got me to that place, and then I was like, okay, I just need to, as I remember just being so tense and not being able to go into that place. And when I let go, it was just like, oh, like, oh, okay, it doesn't have to be so hard.
And unfortunately, we're not going to show everyone those pictures. They're just a little bit too hot. We'll say no more. If you want to see those photos, you're going to have to make yourself a friend of Monica's. Oh man, what an incredible journey. And then we transitioned into this playful, blokey, cheeky, you know, glammed up and wearing men's clothes and rocking it. Like, loved it. Love it, love it, love it. How did this feel? How did this feel?
Oh, this is kind of my, what I call my happy place. You know, this is where I fall into that just 100% comfortable without trying. You know, there's no, it just, yeah, this is my happy place. You know.
Yeah. It's pretty clear, but then we went down another rabbit hole, didn't we?
We did.
So you show this picture to your best friend, and how do you describe what's happening to you right now?
This is when I got a glimpse of in that moment of the future me, of how I want to show up. You know, just that immersive. Like I just, yeah, this. Oh, I might have lost the words again.
Because this was like this sublime moment where you were just like, you were just taking something in, you were receiving. It was incredible to witness. And then, how adorable is this? Who is this woman? Like your range of connection with yourself boggles my mind. And your spirit is so big and so beautiful. And well,
yeah, she's just fun. That's
So this is unfurling. This is now comfortable. This is, I mean, you've had different moments of feeling comfortable and showing up more and more and more. What did it feel like to be witnessed here, even in this playful state?
Oh, it was so, I come back to the word liberating, because I've never been witnessed in any of these parts of who and what I am. I mean, she's to be witnessed in each and every stage that I went through, especially in these playful stages, because playful and fun is not something I felt in a very long time.
Wow. Wow.
And these pictures bring so much joy when I look at them.
Yeah, they bring to joy to anyone that I've shared it with. Wow. So the last segment, we transitioned again back into this deeply soft, feminine goddess again. And yeah, we're back into that sensual realm. What do you feel when you look at her?
And the first words that came to me is there's just some really deep healing that happens when I go into this place. And but it's so soft.
Yeah.
It's
Now that's soft, but there's something emerging. And this kind of continued. And tell me, what are you feeling here? This is you crossing another threshold.
I mean, here it feels like there's a very, like my when I look at my eyes, there's a very kind of yin yang thing happening here, where there's a very feminine but masculine thing kind of happening with me.
It's almost like these two sides are mingling together now. And they're finding, they're not opposing each other. They're not one or the other. They're mingling together. This is integration. This is miraculous. Yeah. Thank you so much for just being brave and sharing so intimately. I know that this is going to inspire other people. How do you feel when you look at this image and this one? I mean, you are in some other place, and I'm allowed to witness this.
You know, all I can say is it really truly was and still is the most beautiful thing to be able to experience that on this level. I was to be able to explore, and I'll come back to the word, that sensuality.
Yeah.
It was so powerful.